So I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the 14-pin connector for the Badass brooms. These brooms will actually work on any skid loader on the market that has 6 function capabilities. That's your auxiliary buttons in your machines. What we got is just a standard 14-pin connector. And not every skid loader, but there are a few that are different. And I have a color coordinated sheet that is online. And also we will have a video online probably explaining a little bit more in depth how to pin these machines correctly. Bobcat is the only machine out there that requires either a hardwired 14-pin connector that takes it back to 12 volts. Right now, Bobcat has a 7-pin connector coming out the front of their machines, and they are running 8 volts. It's the only machine that I'm aware of that runs 8 volts out the front. All these other attachments require 12 volts. So what they did is skid steer genius, SSG, has made this converter that takes it from a 7-pin connection back to a 14-pin, and it takes it from 8 volts and converts it back to 12 volts. So with this harness that SSG manufactures, you can run any attachment on a Bobcat machine if you have one of these, what I call a whip. So that kind of explains that. So the next thing is I'm going to kind of explain how these pins work in here. So with the packets and your harnesses, you'll get a cross-reference sheet with the packet, but we also have a color-coordinated one online supplied by Skid Steer Genius that's really makes it easy. In this bag, you get the harness, and you get a little tool right here for removing and reinstalling the pins in your 14-pin connector. So I'm going to take this one here. This right now is set up kind of standard. This will work on a Kubota, Bobcat, that sort of thing. It's plug and play for certain machines. I'm going to pin this for a Cat skid loader. And what we're going to do is loosen these regular screws here. I'll loosen them all the way up, but you don't need to remove them, just till they're flush. Now, your collar is loosened up. Take and turn this collar right here. Unscrew this cap, like so. Now you're going to pull this sleeve down a little bit out of your way, the rubber protector, seal. And inside here, you're going to see some white plugs. So all your wires are color coordinated. They're all a different color. And right over here on your left column, it's going to list all your skid loader makes and models. Whatever machine you have. So this is a Cat. So I find Cat on here, which is the third one down. And there's 2 wires I need to move to get this to read the Cat machine. So on the outside of this 14-pin plug, they are all lettered, really fine print letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way up to, I believe, P. And they're also marked on the inside as well in very fine print, so that when you're sticking the pin in the correct spot, you know that it goes into that letter. So on the inside of these plugs, you'll have these white plugs in here. I'm going to move G, which is the white and black striped wire, from G into H. So to do that, we take our needle nose and we are going to remove that white plug in there, like so. And that's what they look like right there. Then here's your tool that is supplied with your harnesses. You will slip your wire inside of here and simply push it down in there with the wire till it's all the way in, like so. Now on the other side, sometimes you can pull the wire from the back with that clip. But I have a tool or a piece of wire to help push that wire through. So I just pushed the wire all the way through. The wire is out. Now we're going to put that in the correct hole inside the plug. Get my wire in there. Now I'm putting that into H. You can also use a smaller needle nose. Now we're just going to push it all the way in until we hear a click. Once you can see it here on the other side, the silver part of the plug, you know you're all the way in. Now you can take these plugs here and you should put them back in the hole that you removed the wire from. Now we are going to move G to A, which is the blue wire. Same thing, we're going to pull the plug. Once again, we pushed our tool in with the wire all the way down until it's flush. Now we know that pin is unlocked, and we're going to push that wire through. So once again, we're going from G into the A port. So that's how it should look when you're finished. You have all 7 pins in that configuration, and they're all flush with the outside so that you know you're snapped in. Now we'll put that our other white plug back in there in that hole and fill that in. So now we're going to take our rubber seal and we're going to push that all the way back inside here in the plug, like so, as far in as you can get it. And we'll grab our collar. We will screw that back on there until it is tight, hand tight, and we're good. Now, all that is left to do is tighten up both of these screws all the way until they're completely tight. Now, going forward, these are your Deutsch ends. They do make another one that's a Delphi end. However, Deutsch is the one we're using, and they're just a little different. They plug into these solenoids, and you can see they're all color coordinated. They all have a ground wire with them, 1 black wire, and then 1 color wire. On the manifold, there are 3 solenoids. It's easiest to remove the 4 bolts from this cover, and there's 2 on the back side here, and remove this cover so you can access the solenoids on the manifold, and then you will put the correct wire into that solenoid as required. The manifolds will come labeled, so you will know exactly which one to put in what solenoid. So we are all hooked up to the proper solenoids on the manifold, and here's your 14-pin connector. You'll line that up accordingly to your machine, your 14-pin. like so. Turn the collar till it's on, snapped on securely. Make sure your wire is out of harm's way from getting pinched, that sort of thing. Every skid loader is just a little different, so I like to carry some extra zip ties along. Secure your wire out of harm's way. You can run your wire through this sleeving, this heavy-duty sleeve that's Velcro. You can unvelcro that, run that wire through here with your hoses, your hydraulic hookups, so that your wire comes out of here and then it's accessible right here. Thanks for watching.